3 bedrooms, 1 level with a great meadow view and gorgeous Saddle Lake Farms. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty. Call on Colleen.
This is the Weather Extreme video, the morning edition for Tuesday, the 27th of October. James Spann here. Wet weather headlines are forecast today, and a lot of quick changes for the rest of this week. So let's get right to it and take a look. The Skycam network this morning, first off from Montgomery, Alabama. That's the eastern bypass, and they have seen off and on rain this morning, mostly light rain. Birmingham Metro, that's the Inverness Skycam down below U.S. Highway 280. Hardly anybody out there at the ridiculous hour of 5 o'clock. And again, just nothing more than a little light rain overnight. And from Tuscaloosa, pretty much the same deal, looking back to the east over toward Bryant-Denny Stadium. Boy, very active pattern there. Deep trough over Texas, that'll produce the rain today. Very deep trough developing out west, that'll produce another round of storms before the week is over. And there's a look at the radar this morning at 5. Heaviest rain up in the northwestern part of the state. Lamar, Marion, Fayette counties. Kind of a donut there for Tuscaloosa and Birmingham and Brent, but that will be filling in later today. There's the big picture. You can see the rain back over Mississippi and really even some rain as far west as Dallas-Fort Worth. And nothing really heavy, so I don't think we see that much rain today. Certainly, the chance of any severe weather is off the board, and the odds of really a lot of thunder and lightning seem to be off the board because the air is cool and stable. We will kind of sit in the upper 50s and low 60s all day today, going nowhere. Watch warning map. We do note that there is a flash flood watch for parts of North Georgia over into the adjacent section of the Carolinas. And again, we're not going to have enough rain for flooding here. And boy, look at all of the action out west. A lot of that's wind advisories, but we've got winter storm warnings up for the Colorado Rockies. Some of the adjacent states out there is a very, very cold system digs down out west. Convective outlook for today, just very low-end severe weather probabilities underneath the slight risk criteria. That's 5% for places like Valdosta and Jacksonville, North Florida and South Georgia. Tomorrow, in advance of that deep trough out west, we've got a slight risk of severe weather for parts of North Texas. Now, that would include Abilene and Childress. Day 3, which is Thursday, a pretty large risk area from the Texas Hill Country all the way up to southern Missouri. That includes Dallas, Tulsa, Little Rock, Shreveport, Houston, and Monroe. And day 4, which is Friday, a severe weather risk roughly from I-65 back off to the west. That includes Birmingham, Jackson, Memphis, and New Orleans. And again, if we have any severe weather, more than likely it comes Friday night, and more than likely it would be a line of strong to severe storms, a squall line. And there's the rain over the next 5 days, valid through Saturday evening. Heaviest rain around Lake Charles, Louisiana, 7.2 inches. About 5 inches there at Little Rock. Here in Alabama, the amounts taper off from 2.5 inches over the Tennessee Valley down to about 1 inch near the Gulf Coast. And we'll have the rain today and more rain later in the week. Let's look at modeling. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. Very energetic. Negative tilt shortwave coming through here. If we had 80 degrees today, we'd have severe weather, but we don't. Again, it's cool and stable. And you can see the big trough carving out west. Down below, it's just going to be wet here today. Rain at times with temperatures going nowhere. Tomorrow, that wave is gone. Should be a nice break. The sky partly sunny with highs in the low 70s, maybe mid-70s in spots. And out west, it's getting awfully cold and snowy around Denver. If you're flying out there, be aware that could be a pretty big winter storm for them. And Thursday, look at that. Goodness. Got the warm 588 ridge over Florida. Very, very cold trough out west. Down below, we'll see moisture coming back. There might be a shower Thursday in spots. We'll mention scattered showers, but you can see the most organized rain on Thursday should be west of here. And again, that could be a little severe weather problem and heavy rain as well for those folks. Now, Friday, it's an interesting battle between that warm ridge over Florida and the trough trying to nose in here. We'll look at the surface chart on Friday, and during the day, that still looks like a warm and breezy day, but and showery, but not maybe any organized rain. The organized rain still back off to the west. And obviously there's going to be some great flooding concerns for Little Rock and Lake Charles and Shreveport, with those folks being stuck in that for so long. And then finally, Friday night, the thing begins to rotate through here. And again, note there's a very strong negative tilt to that. And this time the air will be somewhat unstable as opposed to today. And you have to wonder if that might mean a forced squall line coming through here. There's the surface chart at a little after midnight Friday night. The surface low is up in Canada, pretty far north, so the helicity values probably will not be that extreme. There will be some with that negative tilt trough. So again, it looks like there'll be a pretty rough squall line coming in here Friday night. And then Saturday, it's gone. It's midday Saturday, the squall line well to the east. And we think the sky becomes partly sunny for Halloween. So the trick-or-treaters should have some pretty good weather Saturday evening. And Sunday looks like a beautiful day. Very comfortable, sunny with low 70s. Perfect weather for the AMP Energy 500 at the Talladega Superspeedway. That's the big race day out there. Monday of next week looks dry, as does Tuesday. We'll go out there at the end of the forecast, 11/11. September the 11th, polar jet north of us. They'll keep the cold air locked up in Canada, and down below that looks very benign. But, hey, we all know that will probably change in coming days. We're just looking out there. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.